Well, this is just a quick video to show you how to remove this connector if you wanted to replace it with a bullet connector to suit old wiring in an early model boat. The story is you can simply cut this off directly. I've used the bigger cutter. You can cut this off directly below the connector. You can actually see where it ends. You just cut that off like that, and then you carefully remove this heat shrink. Okay, you can just peel that back slightly so you can get to it, and you take off 4 or 5 mils off there, maybe a little more. Okay, but what you don't do, if you look carefully at this wire, you'll see that it's tinned all the way down to there. It is conceivable that you could take it off. You can take a bit more off, like that maybe. Let's do that. Take it down to there, but you don't go any lower because you don't want. It's almost impossible to get that to make correctly if you cut this tinned piece. So you leave it like that, and obviously you trim down the shrink or the sleeve so that it just covers that. Then when you're working with it, you put it back to there. You take your bullet connector, simply push it in, let the sleeve go in the back, and holding it, keeping it on, connector goes on like that. Pretty simple. Use your thumb to keep it in place. Okay, maybe now that I've cut that short, I need to remove a little bit more of this here. Whatever amount you remove here, you should do the same on all 3, so that they will line correctly, be able to arrange them in the boat to meet up with the other wiring. Okay, so with that like that, simply slide the connector on, keep it there with your thumb, crimping tool on the blue. Okay. There is no way to put this particular connector on with a side cutter. You cannot use a side cutter to crimp it. You'll have a very, very, very poor connection. So it is essential that you have one of these. Otherwise, it must be the motor must be supplied to you with those female bullet connectors already installed. Okay, now your heat shrink, you just slide it over there, and be careful here. You let the heat shrink come up onto the connector, but hold it with this hand, so you keep it where you want it, and you don't heat the front of the bullet connector with the lighter. You don't want the front of the connector to close down, otherwise it won't easily go onto the male part. And that's it. So simple as that. You haven't touched it, it's still full diameter, hasn't melted. You've crimped that correctly, and that's what you would do with the other 3.